well. And that way we don't get any kind of weird radio feedback. But you're welcome to enjoy the temperature right now. I'm sure, Kelly, you're enjoying this. Alright, so we're going to go through this tunnel here on the left. There's an arm. It will go up automatically. So go ahead and just stay behind me. We'll drive through here and we'll meet up on the far side. Try to keep your momentum up so you roll right up the top of the hill here.
All right.
Alright, so we'll all get through here. We're going to make our way to this upper level paddock here.
Can't see up the hill there.
Just stay single file here. Kelly, you'll be right behind me. Alright, so far so good. So, we'll come to a stop right here. Yeah, they're up. This is our braking exercise. So this is an ABS braking exercise. Our goal here is to get comfortable with using the ABS system and kind of seeing what it can do for us. Really more of a street driving exercise. However, on the track in an emergency situation, we can definitely use that ABS to our advantage. See how that works. So it's one car at a time on this exercise. We're at the starting line right here. So just make sure you wait till you hear me call you down by name before you start your run. But this first time, we're going to go as a group. So we'll just kind of taxi through the exercise. So, if you care, you can just use drive for this exercise because we're kind of simulating street driving. Everybody else will just work our way up to second gear. Now, once we go live, we're going to get up to a target speed. Initially, that target speed is going to be 35 miles an hour. You want to try to maintain a steady speed here until the nose of the car gets to these braking cones. And that's when you're going to apply the brakes. There's 3 lanes created here by these smaller cones. Initially, we're only going to use the center lane. We'll bring that car to a complete stop. I'll give you a little feedback on your run, and then I'll let you know you can clear and you can head back to the staging. So you'll make your way through the cones. You'll hang them right here. Yeah, you got a lot of room here. You just kind of head back towards the white fence. You'll see the other cars back at the starting line. You'll just tuck in the back of the line. It's going to get kind of wet there, and obviously we've got no problem breaking traction with these cars, so just take it easy there. We don't want to have any sort of moments out here where we lose control of the car. We don't save those tires for the track. So Kelly, I'm going to have you stop at the start line here. I'm going to go down there where that Escalade is and pull off the course here, hop out of my car, and coach from outside here, give you a little feedback. Okay guys, so as you can see, we're getting some water turned on here. So we'll add to this a little bit, kind of simulate that real life situation. So the first run here, I just want you to get comfortable with the car, comfortable with the exercise, and work on that speed. Try to get that 35 miles an hour, that target speed. Get all the way to the braking zone before you apply the brakes. Come to a complete stop, but I want you to just use nice, smooth, easy brake pressure like you would if you were just approaching a stop sign. That my CTS is like the local, local sheriff here sitting here just kind of watching you. So Kelly, let's give it a try. Come on down, work your way up to second gear, 35 miles an hour, and then just a nice, smooth, easy stop here once you get to the braking cones. Beautiful. Exactly what I'm looking for that first run. You can go ahead and pull on back over to the staging area. I noticed you ended up right about the middle of that second row there of cones. Kind of see if we can improve that as we get more aggressive on the brake. Sebastian, come on down. There we go, perfect. Nice job, Sebastian. I promise I'll make it more challenging here as we go. And Tom, come on down. Okay, well, I started braking a little bit early there, but otherwise, no problem. Good. That's why we do this first run to get you a feel for it. Especially with the manual cars, guys, if you come off the throttle, 30 feet in front of these cones, the engine braking in second gear is going to slow you down a little bit too. So try to find that steady state throttle and just hold it until you get to the cones here. Perfect, nicely done. Good. All right, you can clear. Okay, guys, run number 2. I want you to stop the car in the shortest distance possible. I'm going to kind of watch how you guys do it, and I'll give you a little bit of feedback on the next. So we're still going to do 35 miles an hour, but I want to see how short we can stop the car. So Kelly, whenever you're ready, come on down. Nice job. You notice definitely stop the car a little bit slower, maybe a couple miles an hour quicker into the gate there. But good job getting that clutch in as well, getting the car stopped. That's an important aspect of this with the manual. Probably knocked off 20 feet there. Okay, Sebastian, come on down. 35 miles an hour. Alright, nicely done. Got to stop there by the middle of that first row. Okay, Sebastian, come on down. Nice, so you can see probably an extra 10 feet from that little bit of extra speed. Do you see that right hand there, Sebastian? Probably only went up to what, maybe 2 o'clock or something. That's really all you need. We're changing lanes. If I ever see one of those hands get up to 12 o'clock, I know that you've added too much steering and we're basically, at that point, just getting full understeer as we enter. Okay, Tom, come on down. 40 miles an hour, target speed. Good improvement. A little faster than 40, but you got it stopped.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Tom taking advantage, a little more nimble with the smaller car. Good job getting the brake, the weight on the nose there, and not that brake release that I saw last time. That was a much more aggressive stop, what we're looking for.
Thank you.
Okay, Harry, come on down, 40 miles an hour. Perfect. Nice job. A little extra stopping distance coming from that little extra speed. Okay, we'll do one more run here. Kick it up to 45, but a few of you are already doing 45, so just, let's try to cap it at 45. Work on being consistent, trying to do it correctly. Kelly, whenever you're ready, come on down. Perfect. Nice job. You're consistent. Pretty much the same stopping distance as last time. I think you're pretty much spot on the same speed as well. But again, repeating myself here, you guys are making this look easy, but Heaton's there really good with the correction. Nice and smooth. You guys can come on down 45 for me. Perfect. Nice job. Just waiting for somebody to not get to the clutch, but you guys are all getting to the clutch. And the other thing, too, with the clutch, with the manual cars, is if you're a little late on the clutch even, you're going to feel that engine kind of dragging you forward a little bit at the end. So you want to get that clutch in quickly so you're not fighting the powertrain as you're trying to stop the car. Tom, come on down. Okay, got a little speed there, I think, on approach, but overall, nicely done. A little quick with the hands, which you got away with because you weren't going quite as fast as that previous run. So the pressure's on here, Harry. The only person who's going to cone so far is Aaron, so we'll see what we can do. Come on down, Harry, 45. Snuck it inside that cone. You could feel it didn't really want to turn, a little understeer initially, but you did a nice job of being patient. A lot of times what I see is, the temptation is when the car's not turning as much as you want, you have a tendency to start turning more, and that's just going to compound that problem and make it worse. Guys, so we're going to gather up and we're going to head back over to the building and talk about the track a little bit. So that brake pressure is not the type of brake pressure we want to use going into a corner out on the track. It's going to be difficult to be consistent, balance the car, and of course it's extremely hard on your equipment if you're doing that corner after corner. Now, if you're in a situation, however, on the track where you're concerned that you might go off the track, however, then definitely don't be afraid to use that ABS pressure in that situation. Alright, I'm going to circle in front of Kelly here. Takeaway hopefully is that you recognize that with the ABS, the computer will make those adjustments and it will allow you to turn while you have that ABS on. So, yeah, we'll have to rub it in. Make sure Aaron's aware that he's the only one who hit a cone there in this shop guy. That does not happen very often in this exercise. Okay, so we're going to make our way back through the tunnel. Will again open automatically on the far side. Don't worry about this light. Just go ahead and stay with me here. Take a right as we come out of the tunnel. About the brake pressure out on the track, but really what we're looking to do is try to slow the initial brake pressure, but never ABS brake pressure. We'll be pretty aggressive initially on the brake pedal, but we don't want to get that ABS active because at that point we start to lose control and consistency at that point. The other aspect of the braking is the balance. If you're on the brake 100%, you've got all the weight out on the nose of the car, so that's something that we want to have that car be more balanced as we're approaching a corner. Okay, so we are going to get situated here for deep follows. So I'm going to give you some instructions here. I'm going to have, let's see here, Kelly, I'm going to have you, if you look the blade, tuck behind that blue 37 if you can. And then, Sebastian, I'm going to have you tucked in behind my car over here. And Tom, you're going to park behind that 32. And then, Harry, you're going to park on the left side of me. You can pull up in the front row.